Lesson two is avoiding investing any more time in activities or pursuits that do not interest you. Having experienced firsthand how time is valued in the business world, especially when realizing that something is no longer working for you, it becomes essential to discern between persisting in endeavor because you enjoy the process of improving and recognizing when an activity is not worth your time. Much like the first lesson, I often encounter the advice that when expressing my lack of affinity or connection to something, often a job, I should push through, as over time I might develop an affection for it. However, my journey through sobriety has provided me with a profound clarity, allowing me to understand myself more deeply than ever before. In the past, I used to link my aversion to something with its perceived importance for my personal development. There is some truth in this, but in hindsight, I can see that I expended an excessive amount of time on endeavors that yielded minimal benefits or failed to contribute to my happiness. I did this in the hope that it would make my resume more appealing, secure a reference, or show that I was committed if I endured an extra 6 months before resigning. An example of this from my past is my time at a law firm when I was just 18. Even as a receptionist, I was a hard worker, consistently exceeded my responsibilities. And this approach often evoked comments like, "Why are you taking on that task?" or "I hope you're not staying too late." This led to a promotion to a legal assistant role. However, within a few months, I realized that the role did not align with my expectations, prompting me to contemplate my future aspirations. Despite my relatively short stay, I still treasure the reference letter I received from that experience. Interestingly, I maintain connections with most of the individuals I collaborated with during that time. I derive genuine pleasure from my pursuits, even when they pose challenges. This revelation has ignited a new direction for my career, one that promises both enjoyment and intellectual stimulation. Career advice that really resonated with me came from a LinkedIn post by Gary Tan, a venture capitalist. He stated, "At every job, you should either learn or earn. Either is fine, both is best, but if it's neither, quit." The pursuits you are passionate about should stretch your boundaries, both within the business sphere and in the broader context of life. I often compare it to the difference between long-term stimulation and quick bursts of dopamine. Let's say you decide to take up tennis. In the beginning, you may feel frustrated by the repetitive nature of the sport. However, through consistency and dedication, you gradually improve and start to enjoy it. This represents a healthy form of freedom because you are evolving through the challenges. On the other hand, if you take up running but consistently dread it with no positive thoughts or desire to continue after each session, it's important to acknowledge that it may not be the right activity for you, and that's okay. The key is not to stop there. Recognizing that you no longer wish to invest time in something doesn't mean you are giving up. It means you are redirecting your focus. Explore a new sport, pursue a different job, try a fresh hobby, or embark on a new venture. Whatever you choose, if you have the flexibility and freedom to do so, ensure that you spend it wisely and you don't waste any more time on something you know isn't for you.